Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God I start. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ranj. I've graduated from University College London in 2009. I will be talking about bacterial biofilms and will reach a probable treatment for the coronavirus in the conclusion in 6 to 8 minutes. So I'll be thankful and appreciate it if you can be patient with me. Firstly, I will be talking about bacterial biofilms as they are related to viral biofilms. For the last 3 to 4 centuries, bacteria have been introduced to humanity as a single-celled organism. However, in the last few decades, scientists and scholars have found that bacteria not only live in a multi-million cellular gatherings or communities, but they are also found in this form during infection and in different places at least 70 to 80% of the time. It is very clear to the scientific communities that bacteria are very intelligent creatures, especially in the form of biofilms, and have very distinct abilities that have been investigated in the last few decades. These distinct features are as the following. They are very clever and very intelligent. They have also abilities in controlling their environment that they are living in, and they have very complicated problem-solving behaviors. Lots of research have shown this. Especially I'll mention Cecil Roy, 2020. Indeed, they can mutate themselves and the surroundings, as Friedberg et al. 2006 showed, and they can adapt to antibiotics and disinfectant. This is very clear. Thirdly, the cells inside a biofilm can differentiate to have special abilities, and they do certain tasks, as Van Gestel and Coulter in 2015 have suggested. Liu et al. Have discussed that they have long-range electrical signaling to nearby biofilms. They can feel, as Hug et al. In 2017 suggested, they can produce sound waves and can communicate with each other using these sound waves. This was suggested by Matsuhashi et al. They organize themselves in a 3D spatial orientation. The seventh point is that these biofilms, some of them have the ability to swim collectively. I have reached talking about viral biofilms. Manu in 2020 have suggested that bacterial component of the microbiota can directly or indirectly impact the outcome of an infection by a range of different viruses. Direct interactions have been observed between bacteria and influenza A virus, as well as several enteric viruses. Human T-cell leukemia virus 1 can form biofilms, and these biofilms are similar to those of bacteria, as Marie-Isabelle Toulouse have discussed in 2 different research, 2010 and 2011. 10th point is that Alexandra Payne et al. In 2020 suggested that these viruses are active and participating members of biofilm communities. They, with the potential to influence community abundance, composition, and functionality, with potential implications on the ecosystem level. Now we will come to discuss what I have concluded through reading, through years of reading Quran and sayings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I have concluded those what I have said in the research, but I have further concluded these following points. Firstly, is that bacterial biofilms are multicellular organisms consisting of an indefinite or vague shape that contains several strains of bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites that are all specialized for different tasks within one larger biofilm community and are not and are not definitely unicellular creatures or organisms. They are called genes, and they have existed long before our creation, and they have been discussed in different scriptures. I wrote a paper reaching my conclusions. Secondly, they possess a very complex neurological system and the appendages of that system, and are as intelligent as humans. Thirdly, they have a complex circulatory system with at least a heart-like pumping organ and nutrient transporting cells. Fourthly, they can sense light, sound waves, and taste through specialized organs for vision, hearing, and tasting. Fifth point, they possess a complex hormonal-like system and can mate in a multicellular fashion. What I have concluded for viruses, especially the coronavirus, is that they are part of the external surface of this biofilm, or genes, or Satan, whatever you call them. So if you want to control the coronavirus or whatever virus is there, we have to find the dominant species or strain. Then if we control that dominant species or strains, then we can control the virus. That's what I have concluded. Many thanks for being patient. Good night.